So good afternoon, class 11. This is Jiten Kumar Singh, and I will today. I think that you have already known that we have started your syllabus. I send you the matter regarding your subjects, like it was mathematics and that was bio. So I think in class 11 in English sections you have uh, two books that is to be read there, and the book's name is, first is Ambil, that is NCERT book, and second is your supplementive, that is Snapshot book. This is your book. So these are the books that you have to read here. Hanbil has, I am telling about the content. Hanbil has the 16 chapters, 14 chapter, 8 chapter, 15 chapter, 8 chapter. They are from, I think that basically story, 7 or 8 poem, 7 or 8 poem, and then you have the writing skill also. In writing skill you have note making, you have summarizing, third is subtitling, fourth is essay writing, fifth is letter writing, and sixth is creative writing. These are the contents that are there in the book Hanbil. Okay. Later you have the supplementary book for English in 11th. One is snapshots. It has also the stories. It has beautiful stories also, and I think that very interesting book. And it has 8 chapters. There are 8 stories in this book. And remember, so this is your syllabus of class 11th English. So your day will be divided into 2 sections. I think 6 days they will be divided into 2 sections. One Monday, and one thing also, we will also take grammar, because in your question paper the grammar also will be asked. So we have to take the grammar also. We will contribute it in 2 days. 2 days Hanbil, 2 days snapshot, and I think 2 days we have to take grammar also. So this is the subtlety of English. In the first chapter, I want to give you a little bit introduction about the first chapter of this Hanbil. The story there is the portrait of a lady. The portrait of a lady, a very brief introduction about that. Actually, Khushwant Singh has written this story, and Khushwant Singh, he was died 2 years ago, and he was the native. He was born in Punjab. He was brought in Punjab, and sometimes he lived outside of India, but he is basically an Indian writer. He has, in this story, he has he has described the the the, the qualities, you can say, and the qualities as well as the characteristics of his grandmother. Actually, this story is a bond between grandson and grandmother. This is an autobiographical story of Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh has written this story in the praise while he was in. There are 3 stages of his life in this story has been given. One, he was child. Second, when he went to the school, and third, when he went abroad for his further study. So there are three stages of his life that has been described in this story, and the writer, that is Khushwant Singh, he has described the bond a very eco-friendly relationship between a grandson and grandmother. So this whole story is about his grandmother, because his grandmother, she is very much attached with the writer in the story as well as in his real life also. This story is autobiographical story, and that's why the, the writer tries to emphasize how a grandson and grandmother relationship is very, this is also the matter of study. So this is there in he described at the beginning of the story, he describes uh, the portrait of his grandfather, because he described his grandfather so old, and don't accept that he might be, because I think he is very much ironical writer, and he is very much an enthusiastic and humorist writer. So that's why he has described his father, because there is a portrait of his grandfather on the wall, hanging on the wall. And earlier he described his father that he does not know that his father looks like the husband of his grandmother, because his grandmother was very young. She was very pretty. She was very hardworking. She was very religious. She has more qualities than his grandfather. Grandfather was looking 100, more than 100 years. He has beard here, and because of his beard his chest was covered. Okay, he has described that his grandfather was not looking that he was the husband of his grandmother. Later, when the poet comes to his grandmother, now three stages, as I mentioned you, that three stages he describes in the story of his life. Before going through that, one thing also I want to remind you, that first he described that his grandmother was very religious. In which sense she was very religious? Because she early in the morning uh, wakes up, uh, takes bath, go for worshipping, ringing the, yeah, chanting the mantras, going for worship of God every day, ringing the bell, ghanti, and that bell also wakes up the writer. From there she comes to writer's house, makes him awake, and then just prepare the food for him, prepare himself ready to go to school. She herself goes to school with the writer, because at that time she was going to learn the language that is beyond our culture, because she was always keep reading different kind of Vedas, religious book, and she was very much scared that where he goes to, the writer goes for study, there the people, they don't enchant the name of the, you know the religious books, religious mantras. So this description of the poet, second description may, because the writer does of his school life. In his school life also, he lives with his grandmother, because his parents, they were shifted in the city, and when they become very competent to call them, they also shifted with their parents. But when he was in school, the writer was in his school, he he was living with his grandmother. So the same thing also was there. In school life he was with his mother. He described different activities there while he was there. And then after a stage come, a time comes when the poet goes to abroad for further study. At that time, his grandmother, she feels very, very alone, less. The writer here described that his grandmother, she was not showing her emotion towards his grandson, but she was very very sad that his grandson will be away from him for 5 or 6 years. She went to the airport with all the family members to see up the poet, the writer. She of the writer there. At that time, the writer realizes that as his grandmother, she she doesn't let out her emotion, but she was very sad. After 5 years, because the poet was not thinking to meet his grandmother again, she was so old, and the poet was expecting that grandmother would have died when he was reading in abroad. When the writer came back after 5 years, he saw that his grandmother still was alive. She also went to the airport to pick up his grandson. She comes in home with his grandson, and how she celebrated his arrival, his returning. She calls all the women from the neighborhood, and she start beating drum there. This was the way of celebrating his grandson returning from abroad after completing his study. And on the next day, after reaching of the writer to the house, what happens next day? The grandmother becomes sick, and that day she becomes sick. She herself realized that she is going to be dying. This is the description of the writer. I am not putting the ideas before you by my own self, but he has described it. And at that day, his grandmother dies there. But after that, they had performed all the funeral, ceremony, because in India, when someone dies, we just tie him or her on the wooden, wooden bed and carry it to the Smasan Ghat to make them. It's a kind of cremation, active cremation ceremony there. So this happened that such kind of description the poet has done in this story. In the story, in the first chapter, the portrait of a lady. The portrait of a lady means the description of a lady, and that lady was his own grandmother. So this is there in this story. 3 or 4 stages you have to describe it. So I think that a little bit idea about this story you got it, and we will